Hi dear students, welcome to Study of Science, myself Ramya. So in the previous session, we have understood the first functional group, that is the alcohol group. In this session, I am starting with the next functional group, that is aldehyde group. Aldehyde group, it ends with the formula CHO. It is having the suffix, this is actually the suffix. The suffix is CHO. As I told you, alcohol occurs at the end, aldehyde also it occurs at the end. Aldehyde, it occurs at the end. And what about the general formula? The general formula for the aldehyde group is RCHO, where R is the alkyl group. Where R is the alkyl. What is alkyl? Once again, let us revise. Alkyl is when we remove one hydrogen. When we remove one hydrogen from where? From alkane. When we remove one hydrogen from alkane, we get alkyl. We get alkyl group, right? So here in the aldehyde group, when we remove one hydrogen, we get alkyl group. And for that alkyl group, we are going to attach the CHO, that is the aldehyde group. So the general formula is RCHO, where R is alkyl group or hydrogen group. So for this CHO, if there is no alkyl, if we are not going to attach alkyl, then we are going to attach the hydrogen. So it will become HCHO. Okay, so there is option here. We are going to either attach the alkyl group or the hydrogen group. So here are some of the examples for the aldehyde group. The first one is HCHO. That is, as I told you that according to our formula RCHO, so R is the alkyl or hydrogen. So here it is hydrogen group. So this is the hydrogen group and this is the aldehyde. Okay. So this is according to RCHO. That is general formula. So the next formula is CH3CHO. What is CH3 here? The CH3 is alkyl. CH3 is alkyl. How it is alkyl? We know CH4 is methane, right? CH4 is methane. So when we remove one hydrogen from this, it will become CH3. Methane will become methyl. It becomes methyl. So it is alkyl and this is aldehyde. Okay. So then C2H5. Again C2H5 is ethyl. Why it is ethyl? Because from ethane we have removed one hydrogen. So this is also alkyl group. And CHO is again it is aldehyde group. Okay, so according to general formula, we have come to know how we have got this molecular formulas. The first one is according to RCHO, R may be the alkyl or hydrogen. So here it is hydrogen. So next CH3CHO, that is alkyl. CH3 is alkyl, CHO is aldehyde. C2H5 is again alkyl, it is ethyl. CHO is aldehyde. Okay, so here we have alkyl group along with the aldehyde group or hydrogen group along with the aldehyde group. And one more thing you have to remember, all these formulas, all these molecular formulas which belongs to the aldehyde group, it also forms the homologous series. What is homologous series? We know homologous series are the series where we can find the difference of CH2. So let us look whether do we have CH2 difference here. So look at CH3, this is methyl and then this is ethyl. What is the difference between CH3 and C2H5? You can observe there is one difference of carbon. Here it is one carbon atom and here there are two carbon atoms. Correct? So one carbon atom difference. Then here there are 3 hydrogen atoms and here there are 5 hydrogen atoms. So there are 2 hydrogen atom difference. Okay. Moving to next, that is C2H5 and C3H7. So here we have one carbon difference C2 to C3. The number of hydrogen difference is H5 to H7. There are totally 2 hydrogen difference. So we can consider the aldehyde group. The examples which comes under the aldehyde groups are also follows the or forms the homologous series. Clear? So now let us understand the IUPAC naming for this aldehyde group. So when I talk about the IUPAC naming for the aldehyde group, aldehydes are named after the parent alkanes. They are named after the parent alkanes by using the suffix. By using the suffix. What is the suffix here? The aldehyde group is having the suffix of CHO because it ends with CHO. Okay, aldehydes are named after the parent alkanes by using the suffix. Why? Because to show the presence of aldehyde group. Clear? So then the first two letters of the word aldehyde. For example, when we are writing the name of the organic compound which belongs to the aldehyde, the name of the aldehyde group, it ends with the Al. It ends with the Al. Okay, so there also it is Al is a suffix. Okay, Al is used as the suffix. So now let us understand how do we name these aldehydes according to IUPAC. First I'll teach you according to IUPAC naming, followed by the common names. Sometimes the common names does not have any proper steps why they are called so. Okay, it is generally by looking at the compound they give the name. But IUPAC naming is having the certain steps to call that particular organic compound why it is called so. Okay, so now let us start with the first member of the aldehyde, that is HCHO. HCHO. Okay, so for naming you have to look how many carbon atoms are present here. There is one carbon atom, so it is meth. One carbon atom means it is meth. Okay, and what is the functional group? Your functional group is CHO. See, please remember children, when we are writing the functional groups which contains the carbon, then that carbon is taken for count. For example, see, when we write for alcohol, alcohol is ending with only OH. There is no carbon atom, so no count. But as we are writing for the aldehyde, aldehyde ends with CHO, right? So in CHO now there is one carbon atom, so here the carbon is taken for count. Okay, so there is one carbon, meth, and what is the functional group? CHO ends with al. So meth plus al is methanal. Meth plus al is methanal. Clear? Then second one is CH3CHO. How many carbon atoms are there? 1 and 2. So 2 carbon it is eth, right? What is the functional group here? The functional group is al. Eth plus al, it is ethanal. It is ethanal. Then how many carbon atoms are there? C2 plus C1, that is totally 3. 3 means it is prop, right? 3 means it is prop. What is the functional group here? Functional group is CHO. So prop plus again functional group, at the naming it will end by Al. Okay, so prop plus al, it is propanal. Prop plus al, it is propanal. So it continues, then butanal, pentanal, hexanal, it continues. So this is how we write the naming convention for the IUPAC, according to IUPAC, for the aldehyde group. Methanal, ethanal, propanal. Clear? So now let us have a look towards what are the common names for the same molecular formula. HCHO is having the common name, that is formaldehyde. It is formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is same as methanol. The common name for the HCHO, that is methanol, is formaldehyde. And common name for ethanol is acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde. And the common name for propanol is, here there is some similarity, it is propanol dehyde. It is propanol dehyde. Clear? So these are the common names. There was no proper reason that why do they called with the formaldehyde, acetaldehyde and propanoldehyde, but these were some of the common names which were given before the IUPAC nomenclature came to existence. Clear? So this is all about the aldehyde group. So you all have learnt about aldehyde, right? So what is aldehyde? Aldehyde is a functional group. Correct? It is a functional group and it is having the suffix of CHO. Correct? And when we write the aldehydes, name of the organic compound which belongs to aldehyde, the names end with Al. Some of the examples also we have learned, that is HCHO, CH3CHO, T2H5CHO, and we also have learned the IUPAC naming convention. And these also, it forms the or follows the homologous series. Okay? So I hope I made everything very clear about the aldehyde. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, and after subscribing, please click the bell notification to receive all my videos which I upload to YouTube. That's all for this session. Thank you.